Hi, I'm Balloon Josh.
And I'm Facepaint Mandy.
And we're Neverland Balloons and Face Painting.
Today, Balloon Josh is going to show you how to make a balloon monkey and a balloon flower.
And Face Paint Mandy is going to teach you how to do a cute puppy face paint design.
Let's get started.
Today, we're going to learn how to make a fun monkey and a fun flower out of balloons. Now, last time, we learned how to do the lock twist with a puppy dog, and we learned how to do the loop twist with our kitty cat. Today, we're going to learn how to do a pinch twist with the monkey, and then we're going to learn how to do some more loop twists with the flower. Okay, so to start, again, you're going to need some 260s. You can get this from any balloon store, like specialty store. You can get them online. You can also get them from Party City or places like Target and Walmart in the party section. Their official name is 260s, but they can also be referred to as entertainer balloons or twisting balloons. They're made out of 100% natural latex, which means they are completely biodegradable, and they are environmentally friendly, and they are safe for kids and animals. In fact, they're usually actually, the way they harvest the liquid latex is it's the tree sap from rubber trees. So what they do is they have these rubber tree farms in South America, and what they do is they actually will harvest the sap without hurting or killing the tree, so that they can the trees continue to produce oxygen, so it's great for the environment. And so the balloons are 100% plant-based, they're all natural, and so they're not harmful to animals or to the environment or anything like that, because they're completely 100% biodegradable. So I think that's pretty cool. So to get started, we're gonna use an orange one for our monkey. You're gonna blow this one up, and you're only gonna leave about 4 fingers width uninflated at the end, okay? We have 4 fingers width uninflated. Okay, so you're gonna tie a knot, and whenever you twist a balloon, you always start at the knot end. You never wanna start at this end. That'll pop the balloon if you try and start here, because then it'll build up too much pressure and it'll pop. So you always start here and work your way this way. So for the monkey's face, okay, this is gonna be just a quick basic monkey. We're gonna do a cute little face, just like this. Now, to do a pinch twist, okay, you're gonna do a small bubble about an inch or so, okay? And you're gonna fold it over, kind of like what we did with the dog when we did the lock twist, okay, on the last one video. But on the dog, you'd fold it over like this, and you'd twist it here, okay? This one, we're gonna fold it here. So instead of going like this and twisting here, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna twist the 2 sides of this bubble together. So we're gonna twist this to this. The way to do that is we pinch it and twist, 2, 3. And that's why it's called a pinch twist, okay? We're gonna do that one more time. We do another small bubble. We want it to be the same size as that one, okay? We fold it over, and we're gonna twist this side to this side. So we pinch it, and we go 1, 2, 3. And that's how you get these really cute little monkey ears. Okay? And then for the neck, we're gonna do a little tiny neck. Okay, and we'll do the front arms. Okay, and we'll do 2 little pinch twists for his hands. So we'll do, the tricky part about this pinch twist is you don't want to let go of this, because his head will come undone, right? You're gonna hold that, you're gonna pinch and twist, okay? And then we want to do, whoops. And then we want to do one more. So you're gonna do a little bubble right here. Okay? So you fold it over, and you go pinch and twist. Okay, just like that. And then you're gonna bring this one back to the neck, hold it here, and then we're gonna do a lock twist, like this. Okay? So you have a little bubble, you did 2 pinch twists, a little bubble for the neck, you went out, 2 pinch twists, back, okay? Now we do it one more time. We're gonna make it a little body, okay? So we're gonna go out. Okay, we do a little pinch, little bubble, and don't let go of this one is the hard part, but don't let go of that. And then you fold it over, and you pinch and twist. And one more time, do another little bubble, fold it over, you pinch and twist, okay? And then we're gonna do a lock twist. You pull this one back, and you twist here 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're gonna curl this. The way we do this, just grab it here, and just do a little light squeeze. You don't want to squeeze it too hard to pop it. See, look, and you have a cute little monkey. Okay, Really cute little monkey. And then we're gonna do a quick flower, okay? So we're gonna take another one. This one we're just gonna blow up about halfway. It doesn't need to be a lot. So you're gonna leave quite a bit uninflated on this one, okay? And all we're gonna do is a loop twist. So you do a loop, okay? And pull this around, pull it around, and tuck the knot through so it doesn't come undone, okay? And we're just gonna do that 5 more times. So we just go loop twist, loop twist, loop twist, always bringing it back to the middle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to do 6 petals. Loop twist, and one more. Bring it back to the middle, and loop twist. So you're just making a bunch of little loops like this. Okay. So you're gonna break off the extra, or you can cut it with a pair of scissors or something. Okay. Bring this around, and you're just gonna want to arrange the petals because at first it's gonna just kind of be this big blob, which I guess that could look pretty too, but we want it to be a little more organized. So you're just gonna arrange the petals so they're next to each other. Okay, so you're just gonna kind of arrange them so you get like this nice even flower, okay? And then we're gonna take a little tiny one, and this one we're only gonna put a little tiny bit of air in, just like that much, okay? And you wanna tie the knot, so wrap it around your finger, tuck it through, pull your finger out. Now for this one, this is gonna be called a tulip twist. We're gonna take this, we're gonna push it inside, feel the knot, like I can feel it on the inside. I grab it, pull my finger out so it leaves a little hole, and then I twist it, and then push it back inside, okay? So that gives me this cute little center of the flower. And we're just gonna put it right here, and we pull it around. So we get this nice cute little flower, and then you can actually put it on someone's wrist, like this, and you have a cute little flower bracelet to go with your cute little monkey. Woo, woo.
Now I'm going to show you how to make a face paint puppy. So what you're going to need is a little bit of water, some brushes. For this one, I'm going to use a fatter brush, a skinny brush again, and I like to use this brush with the rounded top. Now you don't have to get these specific brushes. You could use whatever brushes are available to you and make it work that way. And the colors I'm going to use are white, black, and some pink. So today I specifically want to talk about how to easily remove face paint. Now any brand of face paint that you get, if it's a high quality brand that's actually face paint, it should come off fairly easy. I use Huggy Baby wipes to remove the face paint. You can also just use any whatever makeup remover wipe you have, or just soap and water to get off the face paint. Now any face paint brand should come off fairly easy. But again, I need to remind you guys that stay away from using any paint that's not meant for skin on your face. So anything like acrylic paint, tempera paint, craft paint, you do not want to paint that on your face. It could cause chemical reactions and it will be difficult to come off. That paint is not meant for the face. Even though it is cheaper and easier to find, do not use that on faces. So I am going to begin. First, I'm going to start with the white. So this puppy, I'm going to make it a Dalmatian. So I'm starting with white. Start right here. Okay. Then I'm going to make the ears. Now it's a little hard depending on where their forehead starts and ends, but all you need to do is just make the shape based on the person's face. So that is the shape of the ear that I'm going with for his face. And then here, you just want the ear to go up just a little bit and then fold it down. So it looks like a dog ear. Getting some more white and then continuing down his nose. Now I don't need to paint on the tip of his nose since that's going to be black. Let me get the shape of the muzzle. Now open your mouth a little bit so that can prevent painting on the bottom lip. I don't want the white there. Okay, you could close your mouth. So that's making the shape of the muzzle. You might need to adjust a little bit. Go. There. That's the basic shape of the puppy. Now I'm going to take the pink and use my brush with the rounded tip. I'm gonna get some of the lighter pink. And make a little puppy tongue here. And then I'm taking black and my skinnier brush. Okay. Like I said before, whatever face paint that you can easily find at the store, we'll be able to create this design. Even if the colors aren't exactly the same as you see on mine, since I ordered mine from professional face paint websites. Any brand that you find at the store that is face paint will work. So next I'm going to do the top, outline the top. I like to make a little bit of flicks there to give a little hair, make it interesting. Then outline the ear. Now when you come up under the ear, it's important to make a fatter line there and go down to give the impression of depth. So it looks like it's folded right there. Little fold mark. Do the other side. Deep fold mark. Okay. Now that that's finished, I'm going to do the around the muzzle. So you want to start with a skinny line and make a fatter line and then skinny again. See? And that gives some depth to it. And again on this side, skinny line, fatter line, and a skinny line. Okay. Comb that a little bit. Now around the nose. Now for a dog's nose, you can go a little higher up than for a cat's nose. Their nose comes up kind of like this. Okay, I need some more black. I had a little bit of white underneath. So that's why for the most part you want to leave the nose not painted with white so that the black doesn't mix with it and make it gray. Okay. Fill in the nose and then make the little line that comes here. Now open your mouth again and I'm gonna draw this part. Okay. Then for the dog's muzzle, you're going to want to have little dots here. Okay. Then I'm going to outline the tongue. Then I want to make dots for the Dalmatian spots. One here. You can put them wherever you want. Doesn't have to be perfect, just put them little patches. Put one more right here. And there you have it, a cute little puppy face. Thank you so much for watching our class today.
We look forward to seeing you next time.